Errol Spence said that he's going to come out here in Vegas. I'm sure you heard. What's your thoughts on him saying he wants to win on this fight?
It's good. It's good. You know, he's a big fight. It's like Thurman. I want one of those guys. Why can't I get one of those fights?
Reports have come out that Tszyu and Crawford teams have been in talks. Why do you think Tim is overlooking you?
I don't know. You know, a lot of media likes to push it, maybe to make me mad or not. I don't know. I'm not gonna get mad. You ain't gonna catch that. But you know, it's just something I don't worry about. You know, he's fighting me right now on Saturday night, so that's what we're gonna see.
He was kind of taking shots about the pizza eating. You know, saying that's not something he would ever do even if he's not in camp. And you know, just looking at it like as a weakness. What do you think of that, Sebastian?
What I eat doesn't make him go to the bathroom. You know, what I eat doesn't make him lose weight. So what should he care for? You know, I'm professional. I make weight every single time. I don't have no problem with it.
How ready are you for an inside brawl? We've seen you fight like that before. Tszyu, a thudding puncher in his own right. How prepared are you for his power?
I'm ready for whatever he brings. Whatever he brings on Saturday night, we'll be ready for. We've been training very hard. We've been training for Tszyu before those last 2 weeks, but I see it similar, same way. You know, he's just shorter fighter, but other than that, we'll be ready.
I'm sorry.
During the face-off, did you guys say anything to each other?
He mentioned the hamburger. I guess that really bothered him, you know. Maybe he's hungry, but other than that,
After you fought against Erickson Lubin, we were all together and we asked you about your fighting style, and you said, look, I like to stand in the middle of the ring or wherever it is and break face. Is this going to be a face-breaking fight on the 30th?
I hope so. You know, it's pay-per-view. People are paying for this. You know, let's give them their money's worth.
Do you think he's in for a new experience, like facing a Mexican boy?
I think so. I don't think he's fought anybody ever like me. You know, I'm the next generation of good boxing. You know, so we're gonna show you on Saturday night.
Is there a possibility, you know, with your height and reach, that we might see maybe elements of that? I know you made some changes going into this fight, and even in the media workout, there was like a tire or something in there where it kind of looked like you were doing some range.
Of course. The last fight, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was using my jab, wasn't I? So, you know, we're going to see some different stuff. You know, every camp's different, every fight's different, but expect a good Sebastian.
Can you explain how you actually make weight so comfortably while eating seemingly whatever it is that you want?
You saw me yesterday, no? What I ate for dinner?
You had a pizza. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah. But, you know, I work hard. I also have a fast metabolism.
Yeah.
It's just easy for me, you know? Maybe it's a gift, like my height. You know, God gives me a lot of gifts and I use them.
What do you think about Tszyu as a fighter? What does he do good and what does he do bad?
He's a pressure fighter. On his negatives, I'm not one to call any negatives on anybody, but he's a skilled fighter and he's a champion for a reason.
He kept mentioning that the belt was on the wrong side of the platform. Any thoughts on that, or do you feel like it's kind of symbolic that it's coming towards you Saturday night?
It's like the bracelet right here. You know, I was interim champion before, maybe for that reason, but you know, I don't care where the belts are right now. Come Saturday night, they're gonna be on me.
We've seen Tszyu get sent to the ground by Terrell Gaucher. Have you looked into that, or are you looking to exert your power on the Tszyu like everybody thinks he's going to exert his on you?
Of course. I'm going to use my abilities to become champion of this fight. And with Gaucher, I'm not Gaucher. You know, Gaucher has a lot of boxing, a lot of smarts. But Fundora's a different fighter, so you're just going to have to see on Saturday night what Fundora can do.
Hey, so what are your future plans? Do you feel comfortable at this weight, or are you going to go up?
You know, I feel
enough to be heavyweight.
I feel very comfortable. I feel very comfortable at 154. You know, the last fight wasn't hard, but this fight, it feels like even easier to make the weight. That's why I'm going and eating these things. Yeah, maybe it could be a publicity stunt that I'm eating this in front of you guys, but you know, we always have a strict diet, a nice diet, but you know, we're gonna make some news today. You know, why not?
What changes do you think you've made defensively in the wake of what happened last time, April 8th?
My defense wasn't the best that fight, obviously, but there's small changes. Keeping your hands up, not leaning forward, those are things that you shouldn't be doing in boxing. And I got away with it for a long time, but now we've been working on our defense and we're just fixing those things. We had a whole year to do that.
Was there any lingering effects from the KO afterward? How much time did you actually take off from activity after the Mendoza fight?
I knew where I was. I knew where I was at right away. You know, nothing like that happened to me. They gave me like a 7-day suspension, not even that long. So 2 weeks. We took 2 weeks break. I went to Universal Studios with my sister and my siblings. We enjoyed some time off, but we went back into camp 2 weeks later.
I talked to Brian Mendoza, and he told me that he felt a little bit disrespected by the fact that you said that you just got caught. He claims that he was setting you up for the whole time, and he pulled the trigger when it was time. What are your thoughts about that?
I beg to differ. I think it's different, but that's what makes life interesting, boxing interesting. Everybody has their own opinions, I was ready for that rematch. I didn't get it, but I was ready for it.
What have you learned from that Fundora since getting knocked out by Mendoza? What have you learned?
It was not a learning experience. It was a reminder you can't play this sport.
When you look at Tim's resume and yours, who do you think has a better, catalog of fighters that you guys fought?
I've been fighting the top 10 since 15-0, 14-0. So, I'm going to say me. I deserve this spot. A lot of people say that because I lost that last fight, I don't deserve it. But I'm going to tell you guys, I do deserve this spot.
When you saw him fight Brian Mendoza, obviously you were winning the fight until what did you see in that fight and compared to yours that, not saying game plan, but was there anything that you saw in it that kind of exposed a little bit?
No, I didn't watch that fight. I didn't
watch that
I didn't even watch that fight because I'm not Mendoza, I'm not Mendoza. It's just two different things, Tszyu is going to show what Tszyu can do with Sebastian, completely different what he did with Mendoza, because we're not the same fighter. So we're just worried about what Sebastian Fundora can do, and he's going to do it on Saturday night.
Have you watched any of his previous fights?
Yeah, I've seen him fight Harrison. I've seen him fight Ocampo. But other than that, no.
Were you impressed with those opponents? Ocampo's moving up in weight, and Tony was on a short notice.
No, I wasn't. I fought these guys. Tony Harrison, we were supposed to fight. Tony Harrison's a great fighter, a former champion, but I wanted that fight. I wanted all these fights, but I didn't get it, so.
What do you think about Mendoza in camp with Tszyu supposedly giving him the blueprint to beat you?
There's no blueprint to beat me, man. There's no. If he did, he would have won every single round. But again, it was a different. Not the outcome I wanted, but that happens in boxing.
How much vengeance are you looking to come back with on Saturday night?
Vengeance is a bad word. I don't have revenge. I just want to do my thing. I want to become world champion. This is a dream I want to do.
What do you do better than Tszyu?
Beat Sebastian Fundora. I do that the best. Other than that, I'm not worried about what he does. I'm just worried about what I can do.
2 more questions.
How far do you think you can go as far as weight? Like, where do you want to finish your career, being that you have, the height? What's the highest weight class you think you can compete at?
Who knows? Maybe I can go to heavyweight. Maybe in the future there could be a Fundora versus Joshua. You never know. But right now, I'm at 54. I'm comfortable here at 54, and maybe my whole career is here at 54.
And Sebastian, if you had to say, will this fight resemble any fight that you can recall from history in boxing?
No, there's only one Fundora. Or now there's 2, actually, my sister. but there's only one Sebastian Fundora. There's only one Towering Inferno, and that's me. And that's the only way you could do it.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.